Hello! Today, let us talk about 3 stories regarding improving your conversion through content that inspires action. We are here for folks who are interested in getting more people to enjoy their products. My name is Ellen. I am from norstories.io, and today we're going to discuss 3 trending stories related to optimizing for conversion. And let us start with story number 1. How do you design a campaign for lead generation? Now, what's going on here is you want more customers and you're trying to figure out where exactly to begin. The idea is increasing sales, which is a very big idea. And if we break it down into milestones, the first would be lead generation, right? The 5-minute action that we can execute to get things done. And this is the theme of our stories. We're always going to get into something actionable, a specific tip. For this one, you can start by simply listing 5 ideas of places where your audience would tend to hang out. For lead generation, you want to drive relevant traffic. And for your 5 ideas, you can list specific forums where they would want to hang out, specific interests that will help you target them through Facebook, or local events that they would attend, including, of course, the keywords that they would tend to Google, so you can generate leads. Story number 2. A popular question online is, what type of social media content converts best? Now you want real results. You don't just want the vanity of being active on social media. There's so much noise on social, both for you as a producer and even for you as a consumer. There's so much activity, so many tips, tricks, hacks. There's so much content that you will find on Twitter. It's bot fest everywhere. But at the end of the day, you don't want just busy work. As a consumer, you don't just want a busy feed. You want awareness that will lead to actual conversion. To get things done, this is our 5-minute action, and that is to consume trending content as if you are an actual fan, by being an actual fan. Earlier, we talked about where your audience would tend to hang out. But even more important than that, you want to consume the way that they do. By consuming like a fan, you know what works and what doesn't. You wouldn't have to validate with your friends if what you're doing is icky, salesy, or awkward. You're not just following hacks from a forum. You are confident about what you're doing because you know the culture. You are a fan. So, you can start by looking for whatever content is trending. Sort your feeds by the most upvoted content. Look for top content through a Twitter search, or look at trending hashtags. Just use your favorite news consumption method if you are putting yourself in the position of a fan. Story number 3. There's this popular question about What internal KPIs do designers track? The mindset here is, if you are an artist, how do you determine if you've done your job successfully? There's this term, starving artist. And the question here is about balancing passionate building, passionate work, and success metrics. A big question here is, are we talking about business or hobbies? If we're talking about hobbies, they are primarily about your satisfaction. Sometimes they would generate income, but that's not your primary goal. But if we're talking about business, your primary goal is to appeal to the market. How do we get this done? The 5-minute action is, very quickly you can brainstorm metrics that happen to be results. What do I mean by this? Here are some examples of results: clicks, website visits, replies to your content, shares, getting people to read through your content and then ultimately clicking add to cart, or purchases. There you have it. Let's do a little recap of the 3 tips. Number 1, you want to list 5 places where your audience would tend to hang out. Number 2, you want to consume trending content like a fan. And number 3, 5-minute action, you want to list down metrics that happen to be outcomes, not just the actual work. These are things that happen when they happen as a result of successful efforts. Now, which among those 3 actions are you going to practice today? Tweet to me. My name is Alan Kaeg. You can find me on Twitter and pledge your commitment, and then I will hold you accountable. This has been Alan from NorthStories.io, and keep up over here.